appetite for success, their willingness to improve, and also to embark on a new journey. And this is actually the aspirational Odisha that we see. And the IAS Kalinga Academy is a microcosm of the aspiration of aspirational youth. I see myself about 49 years back, wearing the same shoes, but I didn't have the fortune of having a mentor like you, sir. You know that I am not given to flattery. So, friends, Mr. Vivek Pattnaik is basically a wonderful international civil servant who has a wonderful sense of history. And just before you spoke, sir, Deepak was giving them a flavor of Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and also giving a rundown to the students about the kind of questions that can come. So you are not only a civil servant, you are a very pragmatic and wise person who has a wonderful sense of history. So without standing between you and the students, over to you, sir, and just a few words on how they go about their final, turnout in the portals of UPSC, because they have already crossed 2 portals, very difficult portals, and now they will formally get into the portals of UPSC in Cuttack. So, since you have been a chairman there, and you have also seen the portals of the UPSC, and you have seen civil service through thick and thin, both within the country, within Odisha, and also internationally. We could have thought of a much better person than you on the eve of the Teachers' Day to address you, sir.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
You're audible.
Yes, I don't want to be visible because I'm not well. I can look good. Okay. In the first place, I didn't want to disappoint the candidates who have been selected. So that's why, in spite of the fact that I was not well, I thought that I must speak to them. In the first place, let me congratulate all the candidates who have qualified to appear in the personality test. It is a competitive examination. To be selected for personality test shows that each one is capable. Secondly, having seen the world for a long time, I must tell the candidates, this is a competitive examination. There are limited number of vacancies. In the personality test, some will do very well, and based on the written examination, they will get access to the civil service. Even if somebody does not, first thing I would like to tell, no one should be disappointed. The world doesn't come to an end because one has failed an examination, has not been able to do it. One must realize, yes, we will do our best. We'll try to join the civil service. But in case, for some reason, somebody doesn't get in, he will get another chance. And if it doesn't get, there are so many opportunities. When I was a young boy, and I was trying to sit in the IAS examination, well, we knew very well that we could not succeed because there are so many vacancies and so many candidates. Imagine. So this is first thing I want to tell. Never get disheartened. But that does, even if you don't make it, but that does not mean that you will not put your best. Put your best. I remember when I joined UPSC interview, it was in 1966. Just imagine how many years have passed. I remember the people who were on the board were extremely famous people. KPS Menon, Asirvadam, and various people. Even Dr. Parija, who was the Vice Chancellor of Utkal University, he was also in the selection board. During our time, KPS Menon was there, and then we had one Mr. Sinha from Indian Police Service. And I still remember the first question that was put to me. First question was, you are a student of political science. What is your favorite topic? I said, my favorite topic is international relations. No wonder question was asked on international law, international relations. Well, remember, I hear that 300 candidates who have been selected for the personality test. They are from different disciplines. Some are engineers, some are agricultural scientists or experts, some from the social science, and some are from other disciplines. So when you face the interview, be rest assured, the question of your question will be bound to be asked on your discipline. If you're an engineer, there will be people who will put questions on engineering. If you're an agricultural expert, same thing. So try to have control over the subject when you face it. One more thing I will tell. As the chairman of the Public Service Commission, I used to conduct interview, and I had many people as experts. As chairman, I used to give everybody an opportunity to put question. I'm sure the chairman will give opportunity. There will be in the commission, there will be people from education department, maybe from engineering, maybe a doctor. So they will ask questions. So those who have been studying this subject must get thorough, prepared for a question on your subject. And secondly, I will tell you, I was also the chairman of the Appointment and Promotion Board of International Civil Aviation Organization, which is a part of the United Nations system. I know how we used to select the candidates. One thing I must tell you, the young students, young aspirants, that you are no less than other civil servants of the world. I have conducted examination, I have conducted interview, I have assessed civil servants from United States, United Kingdom, Japan, Germany, Latin countries, African countries. Indian civil servants are, according to me, and don't think because I'm an Indian, I'm saying so. It is my firm conviction that one of the finest human resource material, one of the finest. And this was the case 25 years ago. And today it is even better. You young people who are qualified to sit in the personality test, you are very capable people, very capable. Getting into going through the written examination is not a joke. So have confidence. Have confidence. Then keep yourself up to date at the current events. Yes. Questions will be definitely asked on issues like tariff imposed by Trump on India, to what extent it will affect the economy of India. These are the questions which are bound to be asked. Similarly, question will be asked, even if you are not a student of international law or international relations, the present relationship between India and Russia, India and China, in the context of what is happening in America under
Absolutely, sir.
Mr. Yes. Thank you very much, Professor. This is precisely, these questions are bound to be asked. And even if you are not student of economics or international trade or relations, you must update yourself. And newspapers are full of articles. Professor S.M. Mishra has written many articles in Political Business Daily. I have written also many articles. I share some articles with Deepak. You can give it to. And
Yes.
Professor Mishra's articles are superb, absolutely superb.
Thank you, sir.
And our candidates must read them, update themselves. So I would have loved to be present physically if I would have been in India. But I came to Canada to spend time with my children. And so I'm here. But I thought that I must be available to encourage the students. And I mean, not students actually, candidates who have been selected. There must be students also. Some of them may not be students. They might have joined some other service. So I don't know each individually. But first, don't get disheartened in case you don't get it, because you have another chance. Opportunities are galore. Be confident. Be confident. Always be confident. And as I told you, you belong to a nation which has produced excellent civil servants in the past. It has produced excellent individuals now who are dominating Europe and Canada, United States, Middle East, everywhere. So you have the capacity. So you will do very well at the personality test. All of you will do very well. As I told you, everybody may not get into the civil service because there are a limited number of posts, but that shouldn't deter you. First, be confident. Be confident, be professional, study papers, get yourself prepared. As I told you, questions will be asked on subjects of your discipline. Questions will be asked also on international situation, domestic situation. So also you must try to, people will, a question can be asked about what is the growth of India? Is the growth, is it inclusive growth? Meaning thereby everybody is covered by the growth, or it is only growth for a particular segment of population? These questions are always asked, so you should be prepared for it. Secondly, you must be prepared to also answer how the administration in India is doing. These are questions we are, how is the administration doing? And you should be prepared to give answer freely and frankly. Never been cowed down. What you think is the best answer, you give that answer. Remember, when you join civil service, most important thing is that you have to be politically neutral. Most important thing. Second thing is that you must be professional. You must know your subject very well. If you join Odisha Administrative Service, and if you do revenue work, you must study revenue law very well. So therefore, this is how you must be prepared for it. I would have been happy to have interaction with you for a longer period, and I've spoken. I think I have covered the subject generally, and if anybody wants to put question, most welcome to put question to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone have any question? You can type your question here, or you can ask. So before that, ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯେ ସାର୍ ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ରୁ ଯଦି ଆଜ ଏତେ ଲଙ୍ଗ ଇୟର୍ସ ଅଫ ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିସ କ୍ୟାରିୟର ଭିତରେ ଯଦି କିଛି ମେମୋରେବଲ ମୋମେଣ୍ଟ ଏମିତି ଥିବ, ଆପଣ ଅଲରେଡି ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ବି ମାନେ ଆଜ ଏ ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭାଣ୍ଟ ବହୁତ ଦିନ ଆପଣ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିବ୍ୟୁଟ କରିଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣଙ୍କର କିଛି ମେମୋରେବଲ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ଏମିତି କିଛି ଅଛି ଆମ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଯଦି ସାର୍ କିଛି ସେୟାର କରିପାରିବେ?
Yes, of course. I was in civil service for a long time. I was posted as sub-collector Sonpur. And Sonpur was actually a subdivision. It was not a district at that time. It was a part of Kalinga district. And one memorable experience which our students must know, when I was talking to my collector, I was using magnetotelephone. I don't know if students know what is a magnetotelephone. It's like, gir, hello, hello, other side. I don't know whether Deepak has seen it. Professor Mishra must have seen, I'm sure. He was in the defense, so he must have seen. It is generally, if you see the First World War picture, you will see magnetotelephone. And then, if I had to contact my Tahsildar, he was on the other side of the river, Mahanadi. It was Mahanadi and Spate, flood. So I had to send message through pigeon. Pigeon will take breakfast and at my place and fly 30 miles across the river to deliver the message and drink water and come back with the message. This is something which is not seen today. Today, same Sonpur, you can talk by WhatsApp, by Skype. And Skype, of course, is closed, but team, news. This is something which I thought I should share. It may sound rather funny, but that is what it is. Then I had the chance to work in Kalinga district. I was a sub-collector there. I was additional district magistrate there. I was a project director of marginal farmers, agriculture laborers there, development agency. I had the chance to meet Juangas. Juanga was a primitive tribe. You can't believe how poor they were. How poor they were. And how emaciated they were at that point of time. They're depending upon forest produce, mostly, leaves and fruits. But the Juangas have progressed so much. If you go to Banspal area, or Kanjipani area in Kalinga district, or Telkoi area, you find Juangas also. Some of them have even become Sarpanch, chairman, public service, chairman of the Panchayat Samiti. Marvelous progress. You see, Professor Mishra will agree with me that I have seen the world for more than 80 years, 8 decades. I remember independence of India, end of the Second World War. I remember the end of the Second World War, when the Japanese aircraft struck. I remember the independence of India, assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. I remember Indo-Pak War in Kashmir. The glorious days of Jawaharlal Nehru, and then our what do you call, not so good achievement in Sino-Indian War. We actually were very badly beaten. And then I joined civil service. So things which I have seen and which I see today, no generation can see. My father couldn't see. My grandfather couldn't see such changes. I'm very fortunate that I saw ancient world. I used to study with lantern. But look at how things have changed. When I was director of International Civil Aviation Organization, we moved to a new building, which was constructed by us. The next to it was Bell Canada building. The chairman of Bell Canada asked me to see, invited me, and he wanted to know. When I told him about the story of the pigeon service and magnetic telephone, he fell from the sky.
There is a wonderful movie, sir. Maine Pyar Kiya. You know.
Exactly. So, well, I had.
So there are a couple of questions from the students.
Yes,
just
please.
2 questions, if you could kindly take them.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, one question is asked by one student. When someone asked about the personal view, should he take a stand or will he answer diplomatically?
He should take a stand. That will show your personality. If, by the way, the members were sitting in this Public Service Commission, they try to, at least, they try to see what is your personality. If you are speaking diplomatically, it will be known. And not only that, why should you speak diplomatically? You give your views. And that is how a civil servant should be. When you join civil service, you have to give your views very firmly and honestly. So, yes. So, but whenever you speak, be logical, be professional. Whatever you want to speak, it must be buttressed or supported by facts, rules, regulations, procedures, everything. Not that you speak from nowhere and something, no. Whatever question. Supposing the question is asked about what was the role of India vis-a-vis United States regarding tariff. You should give an honest opinion. Honest opinion. Whether imposition of tariff by United States was justified, was not justified. You have reasons for it. You read articles published by Professor S.N. Mishra, and also I have written some articles. You'll get an idea. Also read the newspapers. So whenever you give your views, you must give views based on professional knowledge, technical knowledge. Not diplomacy is different.
Second question, Akwa.
Sir, someone is asking, like, if someone asks about the foreign policy, foreign diplomacy, is India doing good or not? So, or any opinion to resolve the situation or solution based. So, in that case, how we should do answer? So, our foreign policy, we are doing good or not? some situational based or solution based question. So how to answer that?
Yes.
Sir, I'll supplement that question. Many students have asked me. So I said, let Vivek sir answer this, today. So 5 years back, sir, China is our most dreaded adversary. And also Operation Sindoor, sir, we know what kind of role they played in tandem with Pakistan. So many students have been asking me that after the SCO meeting, what should be the stand of India vis-a-vis China in particular? Because even the editorials which are coming out, they are all the time saying that they are not our adversary, but there are development partners. Can we take China as a development partner? Because sir, our relationship with Russia, as you know, sir, is on a different footing compared to our relationship with India and China. So many students, at least 6-7 students, have asked me this question. So I'll be very honest with you, sir. I couldn't really give a very satisfactory reply. It's a very dicey question, but I think, sir, some comments by you would be very much in order, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much, Professor. Actually, this is undoubtedly a difficult question. Undoubtedly a dicey question.
Sir, unless I ask a difficult question to an international civil servant with 60 years of civil service and a writer of repute, then, sir, I will be foolhardy.
No, no.
You sound very foolhardy. Yes, sir.
No, they're very correct. It's a difficult question. Because it all depends how one sees the whole thing. As a student of history, one has to see the history. And our foreign policy is determined by history and also determined by geography. You may be wondering how it is so. Because we have inherited the geography. China is your neighbor. Nepal is your neighbor. Pakistan is your neighbor. Afghanistan is not very far. So, this is your geography. And history, yes. Pakistan was created out of India. And Pakistan is based on religious principle, while India was based on secular principle. So, from the very beginning, there was difficulty for the Pakistanis to accept. Historically, Pakistan has remained a military rule, historically. Right from the time Ayub Khan came to power, Yahya Khan came to power, and Ziaul Haq, and then also Musharraf, and President Munir is also, basically he runs it. So this is a historical fact. And historically, Pakistan is close to China. These are facts. And our relationship with China historically has not been so good as it should have been. So these are fundamentals. Similarly, historically, our relationship with the United States has evolved over a period of time. In my latest article, newspaper, I mentioned how America was one of the countries who pioneered at the International Forum for India's independence. Roosevelt, when the Nazis and fascists were attacking Europe and Japan was sweeping across Asia, the United Kingdom was in a very difficult situation. Very difficult situation. Until Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, Americans did not join the war. And once they joined the war, Churchill was told by him that as much we are fighting against freedom from Nazism and fascism. There should be freedom for imperialism. Americans, do you know? I mean, the students probably don't know. When the League of Nations was established, India was become a member. Woodrow Wilson, the president. Roosevelt made India a member of the United Nations when India was not independent. So this is the relationship. Well, we have gone through a period of turmoil. If you read my article, it's very clearly written, because the Americans supported Pakistan because they wanted to have a base in Pakistan against Soviet Union. Originally, they thought they will have a base against China. Things change. So China became closer to America through Pakistan. Now, today, we cannot ignore China. It's an economically very strong country, militarily strong. And there is no reason as to why we should be hostile towards them. No. My view is very clear. Well, I also understand China-Pakistan nexus is there. It can't be easily disconnected. Just as Pakistan-America nexus continues. You see? So these are fundamentals one must remember. But we have scope to develop good relations with China and trade, business, commerce. When you have unusual spell in America, Mr. Trump as the president, very unusual. So during this spell, to be honest, nobody knows what is his mind, Trump's mind. So we, at the same time, let's not forget, American society and Indian society interwoven. Imagine how many engineers from India, doctors from India, economists and bankers are there in America, from India. You see, what about our computer engineers? When the dot-com revolution took place, there was exodus of computer engineers to America. And it is not only the upper middle class or middle class, even the lower middle class Indians have gone there. You find restaurants, you find shops run by Indians. So big. And there are marriages. There are many Indians who married Americans. So this is a different kind of relationship. And for your information, there are two Indians who are the advisors to Mr. Trump. So one is Patel, the other one is, one is in charge of Federal Bureau of Investigation. So therefore, we cannot ignore United States. Cannot. According to me, it's a passing phase. Trump cannot remain as the president for all time to come. He will go after 3 years. And then, not necessarily his successor will have the same kind of a policy. And secondly, one must recognize that American society is not that democratic as we all think it to be. In fact, the tyranny of majority, especially tyranny of minority, the book written by two professors of Harvard University, which I have mentioned in the article, I would suggest to the students to read it, not necessarily now.
Sure, sir. I'll give you that to everyone. Yes.
Yes, they should read it. So then, secondly, our relations with Russia is age old. We can't ignore Russia. No, how can we? So we have to carefully go maintain our relations with America, maintain relations with China, maintain relations with Russia. And we know Pakistan is a difficult country. To be honest, Pakistan doesn't have a democracy. It is military ruled. And the Pakistan military has not recovered from the defeat of 1971. I have met so many Pakistani generals in my civil service career, international civil service career. I know their mind. They have not been able to recover from the defeat of 71. So they will continue. And whether democracy will come to Pakistan is another question. And so therefore, we have to, I think, we have to take action.
Surely,
When the state-sponsored terrorism takes place, you have to take action so that they will understand that India is not just is a sitting duck. No, not at all. India is quite a powerful country. So I think you cannot take a rigid stand on this. We have to accept China as a neighbor,
surely,
as
sir.
a powerful country, and you have to accept America as an equally big country. And then we should explore possibilities of having good relations with Europeans, and particularly France, Germany, and England, and Scandinavian countries. We should have good relationship with them. A lot of scope is there. This is how my understanding of foreign policy.
Surely.
One can always criticize this government, that government but if you want to have strategic autonomy, as is being said, it is nothing but non-alignment. Strategic autonomy, that means you have your own independence. But one thing, for the students, for the candidates who will become civil servants tomorrow, unless India becomes economically strong, it cannot be militarily strong. It must be economically strong, financially strong. Look at what was China and what is China today. I went to China.
This is mains class or pre-class, sir?
Pardon?
Just mute करो ठीक है विश्वजीत. Okay.
Mute है क्या लगी?
Yes, sir.
Sure, sir.
Mute है ला? Oh, sorry.
Very nice, sir.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to be seen as a sick man.
No, sir. No. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
I think you have
Sir,
given
I'm asking that you are teaching for mains or pre-search?
Vishwajit, it is a class for interview, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Interview.
Oh, this is for interview.
Both of
Okay,
thanks,
thank
sir.
Okay. So, yeah, so thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful session. And really, ସମସ୍ତେ ଯୋଉମାନେ young aspirant ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, it's a great session for all of them. तो definitely ଯୋଉମାନେ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି interview को ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ sir ଯେମିତି କହିଲେ already कि this is not the end of the world. तो आगକୁ बहुत କିଛି ଅଛି, opportunities always ମାନେ ଯେମିତି ସାର୍ କହିଲେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଚାନ୍ସ ଲାଇଫରେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମିଳିବ, ତେଣୁ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ଓରି, ଯେତିକି ଆମେ ଯିବା ଫୁଲ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ର ସହ ଯିବା and give your 100% and whatever may be the result, accept it and try for another chance. Thank you so much, sir. ଆଉ ଏବେ ବି ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଯୋଉ टॉपिक ଉପରେ ସାର୍ डिस्कशन କରୁଥିଲେ, ଯୋଉ हॉट टॉपिक ଉପରେ इंडिया चाइना रिलेशनशिप ଉପରେ ଗୋଟେ ग्रेट इनसाइट एते शॉर्ट स्पान ऑफ टाइम रे हमें जानि परले. एंड थैंक यू विवेक सर. सर प्रथमे मना दे कर देथिले कि मु आज भलो नाही, बट वी आर रियली फॉर्चुनेट सर, माने एते देह खराब थाई कि भी फाइनली एंड मोमेंट रे हमको एड्रेस कले. एंड जेहेतु हमर इंटरव्यू माने 6th रे, really sir, your words definitely motivate all of us, confidence boost up karibo. Definitely we jo mane jau chandi se mane definitely I hope they will do better in their interview. Thank you so much. Thank you.
They should remain confident.
Thank you,
Confident.
sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. God bless them. God bless.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Professor S.N. Mishra, sir, and thank you everyone who joined this session. And wish you all the best
Thank you.
for your upcoming interview. Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.